Mario Party. A child's party game that can test skill, reaction time, and even friendship. A game often looked at as non-competitive, or dare I say it, casual. For the untrained eye, yes, this game is just a fun party game, but deep below it lies a competitive community of speedrunners, intense gamers, and dedicated strategists. Ever since I discovered the online ranking system, I knew I wanted to be number one. But I didn't have hours to waste grinding my mashing form or practicing tasks. All I had was an engineering degree. This is how I engineered my way to becoming the best Mario Party player. In 2021, Nintendo released Mario Party Superstars, a collection of 100 of the best minigames from previous titles. More importantly, this consisted of high-score minigames. These minigames all maintain an online high-score record, allowing for individuals to compete for the best. More often than not, these minigames have a ceiling in which multiple people can maintain the world's fastest time. Take for example baseball. The objective of this minigame is to hit every baseball with a max amount of 30. Meaning if you hit 30 baseballs in a row, you will be tied with the world record. After a little bit of grinding and learning how the mechanics work, I found myself tied with the record, but I couldn't help to wonder what other minigames could I also find myself at the top. This is when I found Pokey Pummel, a game of pure mashing. Now the leaderboard is filled with people who use turbo controllers that allow them to press A every frame, making the fastest time 3.23 seconds. So I thought to myself, I could build something like that. After taking apart of one of my old controllers, I soldered some wires to the button pad. With an Arduino and a relay, I was able to control the A button presses by completing the circuit. After tweaking the time delays in the code, I saw a quick result. Now remember, if my relay missed a single button press, then I wouldn't have the record. And trust me when I say this, I attempted this minigame many times. I even got 3.24 seconds countless times. After countless attempts, this finally happened. I now held the title for not just one, but 2 minigames, and my journey was far from over. Let's turn our attention to Snow World. In this game, the challenge is to press all 4 buttons in a specific order. Instead of having to solder a connection to each button pad, I stumbled upon Project NXBT, a group that had devised a way to emulate a Pro Controller using a Bluetooth USB device. Thanks to this innovation, I could programmatically control my inputs on the Nintendo Switch. All you needed was a Nintendo Switch, a Bluetooth transceiver, if on Windows, a virtual machine that is capable of running Linux, some basic Linux terminal knowledge, proper Bluetooth drivers, additional packages so your VM can latch onto the USB device, and once all that is done, read documentation so you can understand what is going on. I would be lying if I said setting this up was easy. But with that being said, the potential of programmatically controlling my Nintendo Switch is endless. From there, all I needed to do was properly buffer the controller inputs with the shortest amount of time delay possible. Just like the mashing minigame, this was all up to the syncing time inputs. And after a short while, this happened. Leaf Leap, a minigame in which you jump left and right with a max score of 180 yards or 60 jumps. My plan was to create an AI that in real time can play this minigame. The plan? Hook my Nintendo Switch to my capture card and run OBS Studio. Program 1 then takes a screenshot above the character's head. From there, Program 1 uses an image recognition neural network trained by me to decipher left or right leaves. Program 1 then presses a specific key on the keyboard. Meanwhile, Program 2 is running an imaginary Pro Controller connected as Player 1. Program 2 is also listening for any keyboard presses. When one happens, a command is sent from the Bluetooth dongle back to the Switch to tell the character to jump left or right. Did I mention these decisions have to happen in a fraction of a second 60 times in a row? This was by far the most challenging minigame, but with time, dedication, and perseverance, I finally did this.